Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Monday, the 2nd of September 2024, the year of a million transactions per second or more. Experience the best of both worlds today at betbitcoinsv.com, the best casino and sports betting on chain. Have a little flutter in private using the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Right, let's see what we got in store for us today. We've got a thread here from CSW's profile, S. Tominaga. Looking forward to reading that. An article here by CoinGeek on Senti, who is on an absolute tear at the moment. Loving that. We've got Nigeria welcoming IVP6, another article by CoinGeek. An article by BSV Blockchain saying UGX, a privately issued stablecoin on BSV Blockchain. A little bit of 365 days of Bitcoin history. Might look at some figures, and then that'll be at the end of the show. Right, let's get into it.
Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. Just wait for the Terra node, you'll surely see.
Right then, so thread here from CSW's profile, S. Tominaga. He said, I don't merely wish for BSV to win. I expect it to. BSV was born from a desire to compete, but from the conviction that it would redefine what is possible. It is my creation, not for the sake of victory, but for the sake of the idea it embodies, a means of truly distributed value exchange. BSV isn't just currency. Well, it's not currency, it's actually money. It's a statement, it's a manifestation of an idea that defies the limitations imposed by centralized systems. I crafted it to stand as a testament to what can be achieved when innovation is driven by principle, not by the pursuit of fleeting recognition. I understand that the world may not see the immediate success of BSV, but I'm indifferent to that. Success in the conventional sense was never the goal. What matters is the survival of the idea, the enduring presence of a system that can sustain micropayments on a global scale. If BSV were to fail, unlikely that it is, it would not be the end. The idea that it represents the concept of a truly distributed and scalable system for micropayments has already taken root. The idea cannot be undone. It is beyond the reach of those who would seek to suppress it. My concern isn't with short-term outcome, but with long-term viability of a system that allows value to be exchanged freely, efficiently, and in ways that have never before been possible. That's what I built BSV for, to be the bedrock of a future where micropayments can thrive. The notion of micropayments surviving isn't just an abstract concept, it's a revolution in how value is perceived and exchanged. BSV was designed to enable this, to make it practical and scalable. Whether it's BSV or another system that carries this torch, the idea will endure. Terranode represents the next step in this journey, a step that takes us beyond the realm of possibility into the realm of inevitability. What has been achieved with Terranode is irreversible. It is the culmination of an idea whose time has come and nothing can stop it. I want BSV to win because it is the most complete expression of the principle I believe in: efficiency, scalability and decentralization, non-Marxist. But my attachment isn't to the code or the network, it's to the idea that gave birth to it. The idea is what matters. Even if I'm wrong, even if BSV doesn't prevail, the idea will live on. Others will see its value, will build upon it, and will ensure the concept of scalable micropayments becomes a reality. That is what I care about, the survival and growth of the idea itself and my family. Brilliant. That is just superb. Loving the sound of that. Yeah, that was great. Right, let's get into this article with Senti then. So Senti on an absolute tear at the moment. Senti to enable payments for unbanked and micropayments at London Blockchain Conference 2024. So this is on the 6th of May, but let's go through it anyway. Stablecoins were a huge topic of discussion in 2023, and their popularity amongst consumers, merchants, governments and beyond continues into 2024. The same goes for micropayments and an area of e-commerce that is projected to grow exponentially as the tools become readily available to consumers. Zurich-based Senti is a payment technology company using BSV blockchain to provide a multilateral experience and real-world solutions, making them much more than just another payment option. Last year at the London Blockchain Conference, Senti's general manager and chairman Bernhard Müller unveiled their Swiss bank guaranteed stablecoin, allowing for drastically reduced transaction fees and greatly increased trust. The stablecoin can be bought and redeemed from the Senti app and has many use cases such as micropayments, single article readership, event tickets, souvenirs, banking the unbanked, and more. As we lead up to the London Blockchain Conference 2024, again, it's already been and gone, Muller looks forward to demonstrating their latest payment solutions and sharing several updates with attendees. Quote here, Senti has shown significant revenue growth since the last London conference and has been able to extend its offering, including more currencies and features. Further, we are close to finishing the first remittance implementation, which we announced last year and will showcase this year, he confirmed. We will be presenting on 2 topics. 1, building a super app for the unbanked. 2, micropayment applications. Of course, we are ready to show attendees much more about Senti and our DApp stand, Muller added. In addition to presenting and exhibiting at London Blockchain Conference 2024, Muller looks forward to meeting fellow industry leaders, connecting with old friends and getting to know new friends, business partners, clients and investors. We asked what we can expect from Senti over the next 12 months and beyond. Muller expressed his hesitation in making announcements before they are fully materialised, but gave us a bit of a sneak peek into the future. I will say that we are very excited about a project involving access to make payments literally everywhere for unbanked and unbanked people, and everyone else, of course, also he shared. Muller also invited everyone to check out the Senti app, their business and consumer apps, and Senti homepages, as well as Senti LinkedIn, X, formerly Twitter profile, and YouTube profiles. If you want to hear more about Muller and the other industry leading professionals in the blockchain and future tech space, be sure to register for your London Blockchain 2024 passes online. We look forward to seeing you there. Senti Frank, the truly stable coin. Again, so that's been and gone. There you go, look, events January 2024. Looking forward to the next conference already. It's going to be very exciting. Very exciting. Right, this one here. So Nigeria welcomes IPv6 as part of digital transformation strategy. We are on the verge of a digital revolution thanks to robust future technologies such as blockchain, artificial intelligence and IPv6. Countries like Nigeria are uniquely positioned for exponential growth by leapfrogging the now outdated tech that more advanced countries are still using and harnessing future tech from the start. Abuja, Nigeria's capital city, hosted the annual Digital Nigeria Conference, where the strategy for digital adoption is discussed and celebrated, providing the Nigerian youths with abundant opportunities. Abuja was also host to the recent IPv6 summit, IPv6 driven digital infrastructure, where topics such as global IPv6 trends, cybersecurity, next generation network strategy, and Nigeria roadmaps to IPv6 were all discussed. Quote here, in Nigeria, we are big on digital transformation. The President has mandated our ministry to accelerate the digital transformation, and also the minister is big and loud on that, said NITDA's Director General Kashifu Imula Abdullah, CCIE, during his welcome address. As we adopt AI and other technologies, we need to also accelerate the connectivity as well. We want every Nigerian to be digitally visible, to be connected. So that is why we are here today, to socialise a white paper draft by Nigeria IPv6 Council and NITDA, he said. Lateef Ladid, president of the IPv6 Forum, was one of the key speakers at the event, during which he emphasised the relationship with NITDA and government of Nigeria. The initiative, quote here, the initiative we have today is really fundamental. For the first time, we see that the government is directly engaged into this one. And I've known Mr. Kashifu for a while now. In our first efforts on blockchain, and we are having some discussions also on cybersecurity, he said during the speech. Ladid also confirmed Nigeria is the #1 internet nation in Africa and the 7th in the world. He talked specifically about the role of IPv6 will play in moving from a research network internet to a production internet thanks to peer-to-peer communication that IPv6 world enables. Ladid, also an expert on where blockchain technology interacts with IPv6, increasing security to an even higher level than just IPv6 alone, in addition to many other benefits. The blockchain and IPv6 are both emerging technologies with unique capabilities, and their combined use in an enterprise setting can offer some significant advantages, Ladid said. Blockchain and IPv6 together can provide a robust, scalable, and secure platform for enterprise applications. Enterprises that adopt these technologies can achieve greater efficiency, support for new business models, and a future-proof infrastructure, he stated. To achieve a more scalable future, IPv6 will support the deployment of billions and billions of IoT devices. While blockchain will enable microtransactions between those devices, security and compliance will be enhanced by IPv6 built-in iSpec, which secures data in transit, while blockchain ensures data integrity and transparency. While the benefits are clear, according to Ladid, the transition to a world of blockchain and IPv6 fusion is complex and requires careful planning, investment, and alignment with business goals. What's also important to consider is what blockchain will use with IPv6, as not all blockchains are created equal. It's essential to pick a scalable public blockchain with a fixed protocol and low transaction fees, such as a BSV blockchain protocol Ladid is quite familiar with. In the IPv6 digital infrastructure world discussed during the Nigeria V6 summit, enterprise blockchain like BSV had the potential to enhance security, scalability, and trust across various sectors, Ladid said. By enabling data integrity, supporting microtransactions, facilitating interoperability, automating processes through smart contracts, managing digital identities, and ensuring supply chain traceability, BSV can play a pivotal role in realizing the future potential of IPv6, he confirmed. This synergy could drive digital transformation in Nigeria and across Africa, fostering economic growth and innovation, Ladid said. Awesome! Oh, future's looking rosy. Loving this. So let's have a look at this one now. BSV blockchain latest news. UGX, a privately issued stablecoin on BSV blockchain. Alright, let's see what this is all about then. The concept of privately issued money isn't new to East Africa, and the idea has been promoted by telecom companies in the region for several years. However, these systems are naturally slow and cumbersome as they are built on legacy technology that still rely on traditional monetary systems. Blockchain can progress faster transactions and can offer microtransactions at as low as a fraction of a cent. Other benefits include offline payments that reconcile once you're back online, and most importantly, a resilient infrastructure that is secure with no downtime. This is what Reginald Tamamsuli, chairman of the Blockchain Association for Uganda and founder of Capital Savvy, hopes to offer through his privately issued Uganda Shilling project, which is built on the BSV blockchain. Tamamsili explained that the goal of the project was not to take the place of a central bank, but to add value to a growing market. Indeed, it will be a privately issued money, just like the mobile monies, but the difference is that we hope to leverage blockchain capabilities in a solution, thereby making the process of moving money around faster, more affordable, and very efficient, with no downtime, he said. Tamamsili added that the project will be based on a privately issued money backed one-to-one by money with a bank or a trust account in one of the largest banks, but leveraging Web3, specifically blockchain technology, to make it faster and all of these other advantages scalable, efficient, and with no downtime to accommodate broader financial inclusion. Disrupting disruptors. Tamamsili noted that the maximum amount of money which can be sent in Uganda currently is around 500 UGX, but with the kind of solution we're providing, you'll be able to go much lower than that, a fraction of a cent or so in terms of fees and in terms of minimum amount of money that you can send. So it's an opportunity for us to include everyone who is otherwise left out, even with such a great story about mobile money, he said. Tamamsili added that BSV blockchain has been incredibly helpful in providing a framework for this project and allowing it to happen from a technical perspective. We now have an opportunity to do very fast transactions, more transactions per second compared to any other blockchain. Patrick Prince, founder of Kite Financial, who is partnering with Tamamsili on this launch, noted that the stable permissionless project is key to this project's existence. He added that he and his team also have new technology offered by BSV blockchain, including the SPV wallet, to help achieve this goal. giving people the tools to succeed. Prince said that his team has also held discussions with officials from the Ugandan government about possibly launching a central bank digital currency CBDC built on the blockchain. The pitch from us to them is you can build your internet. That's okay. Allow us to build an internet compatible solution already in parallel, and let's share the learnings and so we can expedite your journey in this space. The BSV blockchain is interested in giving people, businesses and builders, the owners easily access to the basic tools they need to get started. I've been long an advocate of open source tools and for really allowing an ecosystem to merge. Awesome. That's a great article as well, right? As I get into a little bit of 365 days of Bitcoin history, as it's 15 minutes gone already. Where are we now? We're in August. So I think the last one was like August 28th or something like that. Let's have a quick look. So August 28th, we just got this an email from email number 30 of Marty Malmy's emails. Also on the 28th of August, it was the anniversary of Hal Finney's passing. RIP. So he passed on the 28th of August 2014. On the 29th of August, there was another email from Marty Malmy. There was a statement from Satoshi Nakamoto on the Nakamoto Institute. Also, we reported on the first global bull run was underway in August 29th. August 30th, there was a quote here on Bitcoin Talk where somebody said something wrong for me over 10k blocks. But on the 31st of August 1997, there was an article. It was the anniversary of the passing of Princess Diana, and there was quite an interesting point here that was made. So let's have a quick listen to this towards the end.
I couldn't save her. That her condition. She had some other minor injuries, but when Diana, who wasn't wearing a seatbelt, hit him, she was partially protected by him. The injury that she had was one of these hidden injuries. She was okay. She was chatting. I think she had a broken arm. She had some other minor injuries, but not immediately life-threatening. They had to get Trevor Rees-Jones out of the vehicle. He was severely injured and had to be got out first. And she was okay. It was only on the journey to hospital that her condition tipped from being increasingly unstable to serious, and she had a cardiac arrest, and when they got her to the hospital, major thoracic surgery couldn't save her.
Bullshit is all I can say to that one. So how do you go from having a broken arm on a few bruises to having a heart attack in the ambulance on the way to hospital? I smell a rat there. But check this one out. So it says Sunday, August 31st, 1997, 12:20 a.m. A black Mercedes car with Princess Diana and her boyfriend Dodi fired inside roars away from the rear entrance of the Paris Ritz Hotel to avoid the paparazzi waiting at the front. It is heading for the couple's secret love nest near the Champs-Élysées. At the wheel is chauffeur Henry Paul and Dodi's bodyguard Trevor Rees-Jones in the front passenger seat. As the Mercedes enters the Pont d'Alma tunnel, witnesses insist it was being followed by a black motorbike, a dark saloon and white turbo Fiat Uno. The saloon tailgated Diana's car to make the chauffeur drive faster and more erratically. Then the Uno clipped the side of the Mercedes to push it to one side. This allowed the motorbike to speed past. And this was just 3 minutes later, so 12:23 a.m. Witnesses claim that when the bike was 15 feet in front of the car, there was a fierce flash of white light which came from the motorbike. The suggestion is that this came from a laser beam carried by the pillion passenger, which was shone at the car. The witnesses' view is that the flash of light blinded Henry Paul temporarily. It was followed by a loud bang as the limousine swerved violently before slamming into the 13th pillar in the tunnel. One eyewitness, this is the fourth one eyewitness, a French harbour pilot, watched the scene in his rearview mirror. He recalls the motorbike stopping and one of the riders jumping off the bike before going to peer into the Mercedes window. The rider then turns to his compatriot on the bike and gave a gesture used informally in the military, where both arms are crossed over the body and then thrown out to each side to indicate mission accomplished. He climbed back on the motorcycle and raced off out of the tunnel. Now, again, conspiracy theories and all this, but I've heard CIA whistleblowers literally saying that they have one of these devices now that was demoed in the Men in Black, where they literally shine this light and your memory goes. And this would also explain why the driver of the car, or whoever it was, the Henri Paul, survived. One of them survived anyway. Couldn't remember anything because of this thing. I know it's crazy, but wouldn't put anything past anybody these days. How crazy is that? So we're now 2nd of September, so let's move on to the 1st of September. So on the 1st of September 1939, the commencement of World War II, when Germany invaded Poland in an attempt to rid Europe of the Baal and Molech worshipping satanic Zionist scourge. And again, this is a quote from Albert Pike's letter to Mazzini, where he said, "The Second World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences between the fascists and the political Zionists. The war must be brought about so that Nazism is destroyed and that the political Zionism be strong enough to institute a sovereign state of Israel in Palestine. During the Second World War, international communism must become strong enough in order to balance Christendom, which would be then restrained and held in check until the time when we would need it for the final social catechism. So now we know that the Second World War was manufactured in order to bring about the Bretton Woods Agreement. And again, this all ties into Bitcoin because it's Bitcoin is the solution to everything. But also, 1st of September 2015, an open letter to the Bitcoin community from the Bitcoin developers. Remember, this is 2015 prior to SegWit, but it was Peter Wall that was working on SegWit and then finished it in 2015 and implemented it in 2017. So let's see what this letter looks like. An open letter to the Bitcoin community from the developers, September the 1st, 2015. Editor's note, this is a letter to the community written and signed by many of the Bitcoin developers, including the most prolific contributors to at least 3 separate implementations of the Bitcoin system. Signers of this letter represent about 90 of the commits in the last year, or 2 Bitcoin Core, according to Greg Maxwell. So this was the letter. As active contributors to Bitcoin, we share this letter to communicate our plan of action related to technical consensus and Bitcoin scalability. Bitcoin is many things to many people. Well, yeah, that's what they wanted to believe. Bullshit. However, the development and maintenance of Bitcoin is a human endeavor. Satoshi sought review and cooperation, and the subsequent work by Bitcoin developers has made the system more secure and orders of magnitude faster. Yeah, right. The Bitcoin developer community is dedicated to the future of Bitcoin, looking after the health of the network, strives for the highest standards of performance, which is like non-dynamic, so it doesn't do anything, and works to keep Bitcoin secure on behalf of everyone. We're committed to Bitcoin and responsive to the needs of the community. For the past 5 years, we've written code and managed over 50 Bitcoin releases and reviewed more than 45 formal proposals to improve Bitcoin's performance, security, and scalability. Technical discussions, while heated at times, are always focused on improving Bitcoin. Bullshit. Much work has already been done in this area from substantial improvements in CPU bottlenecks, memory usage, network efficiency, and initial block download times, to algorithmic scaling in general. However, a number of key challenges still remain, each with many significant considerations and trade-offs to evaluate. We have worked on Bitcoin scaling for years while safeguarding the network's core features of decentralization, security, and permissionless innovation. That's absolute just mumbo jumbo. We're committed to ensuring the largest possible number of users benefit from Bitcoin. Yeah, so they just can't use it, just hodl, without eroding these fundamental values. There will be a controversy from time to time, but Bitcoin is a securely critical system with billions of dollars of users' assets that a mistake could compromise. To mitigate potential existential risks, it behooves us all to make the time to evaluate proposals that have been put forward and agreed on the best solution via the consensus building process. Again, more mumbo jumbo. In the upcoming months, 2 open workshops will bring the community together to explore these issues. The first Scaling Bitcoin workshop will be in Montreal on September 12th to 13th. The second workshop is planned for December 6-7 and will be hosted in Hong Kong to be more inclusive of Bitcoin's global user base. We ask the community not to prejudge and instead work collaboratively to reach the best outcome through the existing process and supporting workshops. It's great to already see a broad excitement for the event and the high concentration of technical participants attending. We're confident that by working together we can agree on the best course of action. We believe this is the way forward and reinforces the existing review process that has served the Bitcoin development community and Bitcoin in general well to date. We welcome your participation as we continue our efforts to bring Bitcoin into the future. Look at that, and we know what happened in the end. They absolutely destroyed it. They murdered it by segregating the digital signatures, making it an economically worthless security offering. So let's see which douchebags did that then. Who are responsible? Vladimir van der Laan, Peter Wool, Corey Fields, Luke Dash Jr., Jonas Schnelly, George Timon, Gregory Maxwell, Eric Vorskul, Armin Taki, Dave Collins, Michael Ford, Peter Todd, Philip Minek, Sasha Dafwa, Ari Broadley, Eric Lombroso, Daniel Kraft, Chris Moore, Alex Morcos, DexX7, Warren Togami, Mark Friedrenbach, Ross Nicol, Pavel Jakim, Josh Lennon, Andrew Polstra, Christian Decker, Brian Bishop, Benedict Chan, BTC Drac, Charlie Lee. Oh, Charlie Lee's in there. Jeremy Rubin. Look at that. So now we know those double crossers, those backstabbers of Bitcoin, putting themselves in a letter like that. I bet they'll be taken down soon. That's hilarious. Right, there we go. That is a 26-minute show. There was actually, I was going to look at something here, a Cointelegraph. They got some like good articles here, and editor's choice is usually quite good. Look, Super PAC spends 70k on crypto focused Senate race as primary looms. Bitcoin miner revenues dwindle as halving erodes mining volumes. Prices stuck, they're saying, you know. Here's what happened in crypto today, who cares? Crypto production hit. There was another one here. Look, Japanese Bitcoin investor Metanet works with Ripple partners, SBI and whatever. Bitcoin miners see worse revenues in 11 months as difficulty climbs. Let's have a look at this difficulty. Look, it's right up there, literally like an all-time high. That is crazy. No wonder they're struggling. They're going to need the block fee to surpass the block reward. Then all will be clear. But again, powers that be don't want that to happen. Right, there we go. That's the end of the show. Hope you enjoyed it. As ever, if you enjoy these updates, please ding all donations for your appreciation to either Satoshi@Senbei.com, Handcash.io, Simply.cash, Relasia.com, Rockwallet.me or Senti.ch. We'll leave you there. Hope you enjoyed it. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.